Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608, and today I am playing StarMade. And we are working on this little cutter, and I've been thinking about the cutter. The second cutter. I'm gonna call it like a patrol cutter, because that's what I'm kind of envisioning this ship as a short-range patrol craft. You know, like, providing security and contraband checks, things like that. So, not really a warship as such, although it does have this nifty shotgun beam. Mostly going to be patrolling civilian classes, maybe around cities, stations, things like that. And I should build some more civilian ships. I think, yeah, I do need civilian ships. I also need some civilian stations. I need stations in general. Other than my refinery. My oil rig, which is still unfinished. Well, it's finished functionally, it's not finished formally. Prettily, anyway. But that's sort of the idea. Because I need, well, because I need to know the idea of its role, because that's important for our next step. That is putting in chambers. We already put in a power system, figured out where the bridge is going to be roughly, added some weapons and shields. Now it's time to do some planning with reactors. Since I said it's going to be a short range, I'm not really concerned with FTL stuff because it's a short range patrol craft. So being a patrol craft, it probably needs a decent scanner. How much is it going to cost? It's 25% to get a permanent duration scanner. 42 for, how much is a cargo scanner? That's 20. Let's try to get a permanent cargo scanner. So that's going to be two. That's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to need 3 3 groups of what are these things? Chambers. Why'd you say you need 3? Well, because this is one grouping of chambers. The blue lines connect groupings of chambers. The green lines indicate upgrades within the group. So I don't need to build a chamber for usage duration 1 and a chamber for 2 and a chamber for permanent. The green lines indicate that this one upgrades to this one, and it's real easy to level them up. So let's start off with the scanner. Let's see, scanner. It's not called scanner, this is logistics? Recon, that's it. And going to need a conduit. Reactor conduit, alright. How big do these need to be? So let's plop one down. They have to be 25 in size. In size? So let's see here. It's 10, 20. There's 25. Actually, let's rip that out and do 25. So there is our, oh, you'll notice it is not doing anything because it's not attached to our chamber. So let's rip out some of these temporary thrusters, and we're going to put a conduit there. Now we see it, because you have to have a conduit attaching the reactor it's associated with to the reactor, or to the chamber block. So specify. We would like a short-range scanner. Okay. We're using now 5% of our capacity. So let's see. Let's throw up a symmetry here. Let's use some of this horizontal space. Let's see. That should be 10, 20, 5. Oh, no, I don't want to do like that. I want to do 25. 25, 25. Alright. And we want these chambers. They don't need to connect to the reactor because they are sub-chambers. and I have symmetry mode, so this chamber is connected to the main chamber by conduit, and this chamber is connected to the main chamber by conduit. So I now have two different chambers. So I'll specify scanner usage on that side, and cargo scanner. Right. We level that up to permanent. So now I have an always-on scanner that has a cargo scanner attached to it. Let's see. Can I do something like 10? That's 10. That's 20, and that's 25. Now, even though this module is, or this chamber is touching physically, rubbed up against this reactor, it's not going to be connected to the reactor because you have to use conduit to connect chambers and reactors and other chambers. See, specify. Can we give it a scanner strength? How much scanner strength can we give it? Well, 5, and we still have 77%. Alright, so let's go to mobility. Let's show the full tree. 10, 30%. We can give it a top speed 2. Does it need anti-gravity? No, this is going to be mostly a spaceship, not really a planetary ship. So yeah, let's fill the rest of this unused reactor with some top speed, so we can hunt down our prey better. So what we need for that is a mobility chamber. And let's do over here the same thing we did with the other. 10, 10, and how did I do that? 10 and 5. Now, by this time, you're pretty much locked into your reactor size. Why is that, you say? Because now if I change the reactor size, there's a potential I change the required block count for, or the required minimum requirement size. Okay, let's try that again. Use English, JW. If I change the reactor size to it so it hits a different level, let's see. Right now we're 108, level size is 10. If I was to add 92 more blocks, I would change the level of the reactor. Also, changing blocks, I think it's in between levels as well, changes the number of chamber blocks I need. For example, let's add, I don't know, 24 of them. Chamber sizes, okay. I thought it used to be independent of the reactor size. There we go. Of the level. See, now, since I added 100 blocks, chamber size is now 50. So I need 25. I need to double all those chambers from the work again. So don't add chambers until you're happy with the main reactor, because otherwise you're going to be adding extra stuff. See, and I would like some scaffolding. Why'd you want scaffolding? To make my symmetry look better. See, that's just straight down. There we go. So in symmetry mode, if I come back and want to put another block here, except I see, or if I wanted to put a block here and I don't realize there's one over here, I know that's not a real hard mistake. Well, it's not a hard mistake to make, and it's not an easy mistake to make. But it just keeps things symmetrical. So if I'm in symmetry mode, changing, like I put down a standard block, standard armor, or whatever here, then I take it out. If I'm symmetry mode, I won't rip this one out because I say, oh, there's scaffolding here. So hopefully it'll help me remember there's something on the other side. Alright, let's set up our mobility chamber. I have to specify chamber. I was trying to Right-click it, top speed. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, no, can't do 3. I can do 2, though. What is my top speed? Power thrusters. Right now, my max speed is 134, but I have 1 as my thrust to mass. So, let's see. There we go. That should be at least 2.5. So, with a 2.5 thrust to mass, which is the max, my max speed is going to be 292. Well, that's not bad. So, I've chosen chambers that will help this ship do the role I've designed it to do. So, I have scanners. Because of being a patrol craft, it's going to be basically a scout. Cargo scanner for scanning for contraband. Like if you're trying to import fuels into my system and I see, oh, wait a minute. I have cargo scan. Let's see how the cargo scanner works. Let's hit G. Let's pull the scanner up as 2. Turn the scanner on. Charging it. Let's see. Scanning cargo. Notice at the top there it says scanning cargo. 7 point whatever seconds left, which is less than 7 because it takes me a long time to say stuff. And bing! And it sends me a message. New systems. Scan of Asanth. There's nothing in it. So let's change that. Let's F1, F8 into the Asanth. And let's see, it has a cargo block somewhere in here. As I shot it out, let's get rid of 1 cargo block. And let's add some metal bars. Let's hit 50 metal bars. Boy. Now, I don't want that, I want that one. Now if I hop out of here, and I hop back into my main ship, now in 14 seconds it should give me another scan. Another scan of the system. Alright, see. And F4, it has 50 metal bars in its cargo. Alright. Since I have a decent scanner, which is level 4 or 5, I should be able to see jammed and cloaked things. So let's pull up the missile boat. Admin mode. If you recall the missile boat, it starts out jammed. But since I have such a strong scanner, not only can I lock onto it, but also it outlines the systems, and I'm doing a cargo scan, which there should be diddly squat in it. Well, the bad thing about the cargo scan is that it's going to clog my email. There we go. See the outlines here? When you have a sufficiently strong scanner, it will outline systems for you. Yeah, this little patrol craft ain't gonna do squat to this actual war vessel. Not a particularly strong war vessel, but still stronger than a patrol ship. Alright, it is not strong in small ship combat. Grief, it has 500,000 shields? I don't remember putting that much in. Anyway, so if you're in a larger ship than you've scanned, say, oh, there's some systems here. If I shoot here, it's going to do stuff and hurt it bad. Or there's some systems here, and you can take a guess as to what they are. And I know these little columny parts here, those are missile tubes. I know that because I designed this ship, and I remember that. I have no clue what those others are. And the turrets, of course, their weapon systems are highlighted. Is it? Oh, it does that for things you aren't actually scanned on either. Okay. And I have this set to permanent. Because normally, your scanner turns off after however long, but if you upgrade or put in a chamber and upgrade it, you can have permanent duration. with a scanner strength of 5. That's the strongest scanner you can get. Alright. So I think the chambers have gone well. I am JW608. This has been StarMade, and I will dig you cats later. This ship's starting to take shape. It's ship shape.